And we are back with another clip. You know what I mean? Amen. Say, man, make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, and share to my channel. Like, subscribe, and share to my channel, motherfucker. I'm going to give you 2 seconds. All right, this right here is what we call an informative clip. And hopefully an eye-opening clip for the YNs listening to this right now that's in the D.C. area. So D.C. rapper gets 14 years in prison for leading violent drug crew. Migo Lee gained notoriety through his rap videos taunting rival gang members. A prominent Washington, D.C. rapper known as Migo Lee was sentenced to 14 years in federal prison Thursday for his role in leading a violent drug trafficking organization that operated in open-air markets in Northwest D.C. Khalil Ahmed Brown, 23, received the sentence from U.S. District Judge Burl Howell after pleading guilty to drug conspiracy charges, weapons possession, and assault with a dangerous weapon. The charges stem from his leadership role in the Kennedy Street Crew, KDY, which prosecutors described as one of the district's largest, oldest, and most violent street crews. Brown, who gained notoriety through his rap videos taunting rival gang members, admitted to participating in a conspiracy to distribute marijuana, fentanyl, and oxycodone. He also pled guilty to a November 2002 shooting near Jackson Reed High School, which was formerly known as I forgot the name, but that's the new name. Start with a W. I forget. In court filings, the Department of Justice wrote generally in his videos, the defendant glorifies violence, referring to himself by the tagline used among KDY crew members, young and violent, and characterizing himself as a part of the SEAL Team 6, SEAL Team 6, or ST6, invoking militaristic tactics to eliminate the opposition. He is notorious for producing diss music videos taunting rival crew members, including those who have been murdered. His status as a rapper amplified the crew's influence and violence under the name Migo Lee Brown, produced music videos glorifying violence and taunting rival crew members, including some who have been murdered. In one video titled Broke Dead Ops, he mocked the death of a rival crew member who had been shot and killed in 2019. Federal prosecutors had sought nearly 18 years in prison, describing Brown as the leading public face of KDY. The crew operated drug markets along an 11-block stretch of Kennedy Street and surrounding areas, leading to widespread violence in the neighborhood. During the 4-year period of Brown's involvement from 2019 to 2023, the crew's territory saw 5 homicides resulting in 7 deaths, 6 additional wounded victims, and 19 assaults and deadly weapons, according to the court documents. You take a gun to the public school where parents send their children to be safe, and you have a shootout like the Wild West, Judge Howell said during sentencing, expressing dismay at a school incident. So this Migo Lee, young nigga, got 14 years, rap career over. This is a brief little intermission. This right here has to be the stupidest shit that this nigga Migo Lee could ever do in his life. Like, how in the fuck could you do this? Let's get back into it. Hold on.
D.C. police and the U.S. attorney say one Northwest neighborhood is safer tonight after a major bust.
Yeah, it's all thanks to the takedown of the so-called Kennedy Street Crew. WUSA 9 investigative reporter Nathan Baca explains.
This newly unsealed federal indictment describes a sophisticated drug and gun crew. Now they face serious federal charges alleging conspiracy. 12 members of the so-called Kennedy Street Crew were arrested by MPD in the past 2 days. The U.S. attorney says over 400 grams of fentanyl were seized, and they describe that as the core of their criminal operation. 100 kilograms of cannabis were seized too. 42 firearms seized, 8 of those suspected to be machine guns.
100 kilograms is insane.
Total. The U.S. attorney says the Kennedy Street Crew was located between 100 and 1200 Kennedy Street Northwest. Also known
don't ride through the KDY. Don't ride. Oh, my.
Says they smuggled much of their fentanyl from the California Bay Area. DC's interim police chief points out the unique nature of getting IRS investigators involved in this case.
If an IRS criminal investigator is part of this case, you know you really tripped up, because they're not really looking at nickel and dime investigations. They're here because the Kennedy Street Crew is not some corner crew.
I asked whether the IRS's involvement means that the Kennedy Street Crew is accused of money laundering through established businesses. Now, the U.S. attorney would not reveal that. citing several more upcoming arrests. Nathan Baca, WUSA 9.
Now, you would think that with Migo Lee really having the ticket to really take his men out of the trenches and onto newer and better things, you would think he would just put the street shit down and focus on the music, right? But no, the reality is, like most African American males in the country, in this world, everywhere, is that in everywhere in these low income, and sometimes not even in low income areas, just black men in general, they have this mindset, these young niggas, they have this mindset like they can beat the system, and they can't. Y'all niggas can't beat the system. This nigga Migo Lee allowed generational beef to put him into situations that he didn't need to be in. I bet you. No, matter of fact, my inside man told me that this nigga Migo Lee had somebody very, very close to him tell him, you better stop what you doing because it's going to go bad for you. And he did not listen. And look what happened. The whole fucking crew got brought down. The whole SEAL Team 6. You niggas think that putting this beef shit in y'all music is cool. No, it's putting the feds on y'all shit, stupid. Y'all really just supposed to be out here plucking shit off if that's what y'all on. But y'all talking about the shit like y'all want to get caught. And then y'all go around saying we don't fuck with rats. Y'all the rats. All you young niggas in the streets is rats. Because all y'all do in y'all music is talk about all the shit y'all did. Y'all don't even have the intellectual mindset to use metaphors to not get caught up in bullshit. Because why? Most of y'all niggas don't even got a fucking elementary education, let alone a high school education. And it's a lot of people in DC just sitting back, OGs sitting back and just scared of these young niggas and allowing this shit, man. It need to be old niggas from the streets that changed their life to like really put their hands on DC, man. This shit gotta stop, bro. This shit gotta stop, man. Nick, these young people is not even making it to 16 now. At first it's 21, now it's 16, man. What? Like, come on, bro. DC, y'all gotta do better, man. Maryland, y'all gotta do better, man. Virginia, y'all gotta do better, man. The whole entire world, man, we gotta do better, man. We gotta do better as a culture, as a nation, man. The time is now, man.